Hey, what's up, my nerds?
I'm Air Bear.
And I'm Chasen, and you're just in time for your weekly dose of nerd news.
Clink. Today is November 18th, and this is what happened this week. Starting things off with movie news announcements. Coyote vs. Acme. Acme. Last week, the movie, it was announced that, who is it? Amazon?
WB?
WB. It was announced that Warner Brothers dropped the movie. But this past week, they are allowing the filmmakers to go shop it to other studios. And they are looking at Amazon and Netflix. So maybe one of those two streaming services may pick up Coyote vs. Acme so that we can see it soon. But this was a film that was like basically almost finished, and then WB decided not to release it. It was co-written by James Gunn, and it stars John Cena along with some other people as well.
And apparently had pretty good reviews too.
Some people who have seen it have said that it was pretty good. So it's a little weird that Warner Brothers is dropping it. And more on that.
So apparently Congressman Joaquin Castro is calling for a federal investigation of WB Discovery. He states that the tactic of scrapping fully made movies for tax breaks is predatory and anti-competitive. Coyote vs. Acme is the third in a series of films that were nearly finished and scrapped by the WB. That list includes Batgirl and Scoob: Holiday Haunt. Scoob.
All right. So, Taika?
I think Taika.
Taika Waititi. That person, the person who directed Thor 3.
And Thor 4.
And Thor 2. Was there Thor 4?
He didn't do Thor 2. Thor 3 is Ragnarok. And then Thor 4 is Love and Thunder.
Oh, Thor 3 is what I meant.
That's
Thor
what you
3.
said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know he directed Thor 4.
He did.
All right. Well, anyway, that guy. He is still planning on working on the Star Wars film that we've heard no updates about. He just says that it's not a priority right now. He is currently working on 4 other films, and he wants to finish those projects. Well, he has 4 films to do that he wants to finish before he starts working on Star Wars. He says that he wants to not rush the Star Wars film. So people who are looking at numbers are estimating that it will probably come out in, I felt like the number I saw was 2025, but I also don't know if it was 2030. Because if you're doing 4 films, it might be 2030.
Yeah, and we didn't put this in the news, but he also mentioned that he wouldn't be doing another Thor movie or Thor 5 for the same reasons, that he's got other films that he's wanting to focus on. And it's not that he doesn't want to do a Thor movie, but he also doesn't want to hold up the process, and he thinks that if they are going to do another one, it's probably going to be in that time frame where he's working on these other movies. So he's really trying to focus on, quality over quantity. So that was the feeling that I was getting for the Star Wars movie too. It's like he wants to do it right, but he also wants to work on these other things. And with Thor, he mentioned that it's kind of like them being in an open marriage where they can see other people if they want to. And that doesn't mean he's not going to get back in bed with them, when the time comes. These were his words, by the way. Sounds like he's trying to do quality stuff, which I can appreciate.
Yeah.
All right. So, Destin Daniel Cretton, or did we say that was? Probably Cretton. Director of Shang-Chi will not be directing Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Sounds like they are, they're currently working on Wonder Man and Shang-Chi 2. Instead of Kang Dynasty. So they are stepping away from that project, which, with everything going on with Jonathan Majors, sounds like things are still getting shaken up.
Yep. All right. So in an interview, Bob Iger confirmed that Frozen 3 is in the works, and he mentioned a little scoop that there might be a Frozen 4 in the works too. He mentioned that Jen Lee, who is the director of the Frozen movies, is working on not just 1, but 2 stories.
All right.
But he did also just say there might be a Frozen 4.
Right. Yeah. Just come out and tell everybody. Just
guess
let
when
us know
you're-
what's going on.
When you're Bob Iger, you can do that.
Right,
You
yeah,
can
yeah. You're not
spoil
spoiling
things when you want
anything,
to.
yeah. Oh, man. So, Dune Part 2 is being released early. Don't get too excited. Just 2 weeks early, okay? So, it's still being released in March, but instead of March 15th, it's been moved up to March 1st.
Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow now has a writer, Anna Nogueira, who is an actor and playwright, also from The Vampire Diaries and The Michael J. Fox Show, will be heading that up. This is going to be a standalone film out of James Gunn's new revamping of the DCU.
Yeah, so it's going to be in that lineup, sounds like. Not the, extended universe or... Yeah, not necessarily that, but in the actual lineup. So, yeah. And Superman Legacy is going to keep its July 11th, 2025 date. James Gunn wanted to make sure people knew that even with all of the strikes, they're still sticking to that date as of right now.
All right, so movie trailers. The Garfield movie has a new trailer. Actually, I think it's the first trailer. Chris Pratt, I was going to say James Pratt. Chris Pratt will be voicing Garfield. Samuel L. Jackson will also be playing a role in the movie as well. It is set to come out next summer. Rebel Moon is also had a trailer. Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. That will be coming to Netflix on December 22nd next month. And that is a Zack Snyder film, the one that people said was originally his Star Wars film, that he just used the same... He used a lot of the same stuff from to make this film.
I was wondering. Because
there were lightsabers in the trailer.
So I didn't see the trailer, and I want to see it. I just hadn't seen it. I forgot to watch it. But for some reason, I looked at a comment, and they were talking about laser swords. And I was like, okay. Because the name, I was thinking, Rebel Moon. Okay, so this must be a Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
and then I saw Zack Snyder's name, and I thought, I know he was doing a Star Wars movie, but wasn't he... not doing? Okay, so my confusion continues, and I will watch the trailer to maybe get more confused.
Merry Little Batman trailer, or Merry Little Batman has a trailer. It's an animated show that looks like it is not a part of DCU at all. It just looks like a fun sort of Christmas Batman movie.
And it's a show or a movie?
I think it's a movie. It's coming to Prime Video December 8th.
Okay. And the latest addition to the Spider-Verse is here in trailer form, at least. Madame Web is coming to theaters on February 16th, 2024, but you can check out a trailer now.
Did you see the trailer?
I tried to watch it, but our internet would not allow it.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's another one that I'm going to be watching later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the trailer. I knew nothing about Madame Web beforehand. I am interested in her deck for Marvel Champions.
Oh.
I would like to...
Marvel Champions, the board game.
Yes.
Well, the card game.
Yeah, I would like to play her deck, or at least see what sort of character cards we have, because I didn't know anything about this character before, and I was like, sounds pretty cool.
Okay, cool. Well, another trailer, Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget. So that's coming to Netflix on December 15th, but they've released another trailer because there was a first trailer.
I thought there was maybe it was just a teaser trailer.
Maybe.
Because they made it seem like this was the first trailer.
There we go.
I was like, it's not though. I already knew about this movie, and I've seen the animation.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what you showed me.
Well, there's a trailer. You can check it out.
So many trailers. Did you already say Netflix December 15th? All right, cool. In past movie news, last week the Marvels came out, and in spite of having decent reviews, because we saw it and we thought, it's pretty good.
Liked
It has the worst MCU opening weekend of all time. That's counting domestic. I'm not sure what the numbers were international and globally, but domestic opening was the worst of all time. It opened with about 47 mil. As a comparison, The Incredible Hulk came out with 55.4 million in its opening weekend. They're thinking that part of the reason for its poor performance in the box office is because of the actors not being able to promote it. As a reminder, the actors' strike ended shortly before this movie was released. It's like, as far as I know, it's one of the first major movies to come out after the actors' strike. So, actors not being able to promote it and do all the promotions for it and all of that.
Yeah.
Just so you know, as far as the reviews and all of that, it has a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think fans had like an 84% on it. I'm not sure what metric Rotten Tomatoes uses, but Ant-Man 3, the movie that everyone thinks is the worst movie of all time, or MCU of all time, it had a 46% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Eternals had a 47% on Rotten Tomatoes. TV announcements.
Well, a Mr. and Mrs. Smith, not that one, a retelling of that one, is coming to Amazon Prime on February 2nd. It's going to be starring Donald Glover and Maya Erskine.
Erskine?
Sorry, Maya. But
She's not watching this.
oh, probably not. But yeah, this is going to be an 8-episode retelling of the Angelina and Brad Pitt movie. So it's going to be a show. And like I said, coming to Amazon Prime February 2nd.
And like, if you're thinking like, what do I need to see this for? It's a different story. So it's taking the same concept of the married couple who are both spies, but instead of them, like in the movie, they don't know that they're both spies, and they find that out during the movie.
Right.
This one, I think they know beforehand that they're both spies, and I think they're supposed to get married.
Yeah, it's like an arranged marriage of spies. Yeah, so slightly different concept.
Mm-hmm. All right, so a disturbance in the force. Disturbance in the Force. All right. A Disturbance in the Force is a documentary that will be coming out explaining the infamous Star Wars holiday special that came out years ago, and how it was made, and I guess also why it was made.
I think, the article that I read said that it was explaining how this could have happened. So, yeah.
So, as a frame of reference, we have not seen the... I have not seen the Star Wars holiday special. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen all of it. I've seen pieces of it.
I've heard things about it, and I saw something. Yeah, I would like to see it now that this is coming out. I feel like this is going to make me want to see it
and
more.
I think a lot of people as well. Good luck finding it. I don't think you're going to find that on Disney Plus.
Erased it from the interwebs.
Actually, I'll need to check Disney Plus to see if it's there, but I really doubt it.
It's going to be debuting, or the Disturbance in the Force is going to be debuting online, not sure where, December 5th.
Yep. Well, apparently Netflix has canceled Shadow and Bone among 4 other series, and this was reportedly due to, well, partially based on the viewership versus production costs. Some of the other shows, or I guess the other shows that were also canceled for some of the same reasons, include Glamorous, Agent Elvis, Farzar, and Captain Phil. And
Fall.
Yes, sorry, Captain Fall fell off the lineup. I can say that much. But Shadow and Bone had 2 seasons, and they were pretty well received.
Mm-hmm. It's also based on the book that I have tried several times to read.
That's true.
Still haven't gotten through it. All right. So, Harley Quinn, the animated series, or the adult animated series, it has been renewed for a 5th season on Max.
And filming for The Last of Us Season 2 is set to begin January 2024, but don't get too excited. Reports of when we can expect it to be released are saying no earlier than 2025. So 2025 at the earliest. Hey, maybe something will change, but at least they're going to start filming pretty soon.
So, from the creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, has made another series called Sandland. That is set to have an anime that is going to be coming to Hulu this spring. there's already a manga, a movie, and a video game in that world. Sandland worldness
Yeah.
stuff. All right, TV trailers.
Yes, let's start by talking about What If Season 2. That has a trailer that's dropped. It's going to be coming to Disney Plus on December 22nd, and it's going to have 9 episodes that will be released over 9 days. So 1 episode per day for 9 days straight. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Did you watch the preview at all?
I did not. I decided not to.
I watched the trailer a little bit, and then like midway through, I was thinking, why am I watching this? Like, I already know I want to see it. I understand the concept of the show. What's the point of me watching this trailer? I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
So I stopped midway through.
And if you haven't seen What If, definitely check that out. If you're interested in Season 2, just makes sense. And even if you're not sure if you're interested, you might want to check it out.
I would check out Season 1.
For sure. Season 1 before Season 2.
Yeah.
That's just how I roll. Some people.
I'm wondering if, based on where Season 1 ended, I'm trying to remember. We may need to watch Season 1 again.
We're definitely going to watch Season 1 again.
But based on where it ended, I'm wondering if Season 2 is going to pick up from that. Because based on the trailer, I didn't see any of that. Unless I forgot where Season 1 ended.
And you didn't finish the trailer.
I did not, but based on what I was seeing, I saw a good portion of the trailer. Okay. And nothing was mentioned.
See the dots connecting?
I did not see the dots from Season 1 that were left behind.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so Percy Jackson and the Olympians has, seems like his first official trailer. I also thought we've seen a trailer for this as well.
I saw a trailer for that, yeah.
They called this one the first official.
Maybe I'll take a look at this one.
All right, but, and I did actually like this one better than the first one.
Okay, you saw the first one?
Yeah, I saw the first one, because
Okay.
I remember I was thinking like, oh, okay, so it's going to be a kid actor
Yeah,
sort of
that
thing.
was my feeling too.
That I'm not really going to get into. This one, the preview for this seemed better. I am more excited about it. I think I'll possibly check it out. It's set to come out December 20th with the 2-episode premiere. So, yeah.
Cool. Do we know where?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus? Okay. I guess I don't need to add that there. You just said it. So, yeah, Disney Plus. Cool. Because I heard you watching it while I was doing research, and it sounded better. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't say anything, but and then I forgot to say something after that, but okay. Cool. All right. So Netflix and Pokemon have joined forces for the first time. This is their first collaboration, and they are joining forces to bring us Pokemon Concierge. It's a It's a stop motion Pokemon series, so that by itself is
pretty
interesting.
Cool.
Yeah. So stop motion series, it's going to have 4 episodes in all between 14 and 20 minutes, and it's going to start streaming on Netflix on December 28th. There's a trailer that was dropped for it, so check it out if that seems somewhat interesting.
Are we in the trailer section? We are in the trailer section. There's a lot of trailers. All right. So, there's a teaser trailer for the 4th and final season of Umbrella Academy. It is set to come out sometime in 2024. We never finished watching season 3.
No, we
Actually,
didn't.
we never started watching season 3.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess, like, where season 2 ended, it was like, I don't know if I want to continue down this storyline.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Like, I like the characters.
Yeah.
So that's not it.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be the story. And I like the characters, and as far as characters, I'm interested in that part. I'm trying not to say too much, because I don't remember if season 3 came out over a year ago, or season 2. I assume it did. But anyway, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get into season 4, at least not anytime soon.
Yeah,
we gotta get to season 3.
I've seen it several times, and kind of like Dragon Prince, it's like, let's see what else there is.
Yeah, that's true. Dragon Prince is another one of those.
But Dragon Prince is like the story is so difficult to follow. And I wasn't saying it before. Like, I was saying, like, it's kind of difficult to follow. And, like, I have a hard time keeping up with it. But I'm straight out just coming out and saying it is difficult to follow. I do not, like, I don't know what it is about it. If it's, like, everything that's happening. If it's the names. I don't remember any of the names of any of the characters. And what's odd is that these are the same people who have done stuff that I absolutely love what happened? It's not that I hate the show. I like the first season. I don't love it. I don't enjoy rewatching it. Or like the idea of rewatching it is like, oh,
it's a chore.
Okay, we gotta rewatch it so I understand what's happening. But yeah, with other things by these people, when it comes to rewatching it, it's like, oh, okay, all right, we're doing this rewatching because I'm fairly sure it's the same people that did Avatar
or some of the
Last
same
Airbender,
people at least.
Yeah,
and I think you hit it on the head. I think when the story gets into that confusing territory where you have to, it's upkeep to try to keep up with the story. It starts losing you. And with things like Avatar, it's like there are 3 books. There are 3 books, 3 chapters. He's got to learn an element in each one.
Yeah, it's
preparing for the end boss.
Yeah, and there's only one enemy that he's always trying to defeat.
That one enemy is looming in the background, and you have those other enemies of the weeks or whatever the case may be. It's easy to follow.
It is easy to follow.
Yeah.
And you can pick up anywhere. Like you can just watch any episode, and you're already dialed in. You know what's happening. Like, okay, this is where this falls in the storyline. With Dragon Prince. And this is even about Dragon Prince.
It's not about Dragon Prince.
With Dragon Prince, you just like drop into one episode and it's like,
wait, was this before or after this happened? Who is this person related to? I thought they hated each other. Yeah. Hey.
But anyway, Umbrella Academy is going to be coming out sometime next year.
And also coming soon to Netflix is going to be Terminator, an animated series. Or I guess the animated? No, not animated. I'm sorry. Terminator, an anime series.
Because there's definitely Japanese in the trailer.
Right. And not much else. Okay, I just want to say that this is an announcement trailer, okay? Which means that there's no footage from the show, but it is just announcing that Terminator, an animated anime series, is coming to Netflix. When? Soon. It's coming soon.
And it's animated by the same people as Ghost in the Shell.
So, there we go.
All right, Exploding Kittens. I'm thinking since all of these are Netflix, all of them probably were announced during Geek Week.
Yep.
And so, right. Exploding Kittens is an adult animated comedy. It's based on the top-selling card game. We have played Exploding Kittens. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure it's like you're like playing cards and then there's like an exploding kitten that you can play and it will explode things. But like the kittens are cute and
diabolical.
Yeah, diabolical.
Cute and yeah.
Yeah. So it is an adult comedy. It's based on the card game. Is going to premiere on Netflix sometime in 2024. Past show news.
We just have one announcement, and it's an unannouncement from last week. Apparently, according to Simpsons co-creator James L. Brooke, Homer is still going to be choking Bart. So, I don't know if he saw our video. I was like, wait a minute. I need to fix this right now. But, yeah. Statement taken back.
Well, Homer was the one who said it in the show.
Possibly, and...
Not possibly, he said it. I watched a clip saying it in the show.
Okay. What I mean by possibly is... Well, hey, it doesn't matter, because I didn't watch the clip.
Okay.
I just report these things, man.
Event news. So, Stranger Things, the first shadow, which is the prequel stage play, has revealed a first image and the title for Act 1, The Girl from Nowhere. And if you remember the things that we announced last week about Stranger Things, the first shadow... There's a couple of people who that girl could be.
And Jeremy Renner provides an update on his recovery 10 months after the near-fatal snowplow accident. You can watch that update on Instagram. It's really cool. Shows him, I guess, the training regimen.
Some physical therapy that he's going through.
That he's going under. And it looks like he might be at home doing it. So, yeah.
So, I think it was last week. We reported that, I think it was last week.
I think you're right.
SAG-AFTRA has come to an agreement. They are no longer on strike. So last week we did not have any details about what that agreement included. This week we do. So one of the first things, one of the main things that they were in contention about was wages. So there are wage increases for background actors. There's also more guidelines around residuals from streaming and bonuses from streaming, like based on how popular the show is and how much people will get paid for that. There's also limits on virtual auditions, also called self-tapes. Those were having some costly prices for actors, as opposed to how auditions used to be done, where you just walk in, you memorize some lines, and you perform them in person. They were having to go through third parties and pay those third parties in order to record and submit their auditions. So now there's more limits on that so that they can better, so you're not spending as much of an actor's time and wasting their money.
Yep. Other changes other things that were agreed to were more AI protections and consent, because I know there was cause for concern for getting consent for actors, and compensation for replicas.
For AI. You didn't mention AI.
I didn't say AI protections?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, AI protections. So giving consent for AI, and compensation for replicas. So replicating images and voices for actors, not just being able to use that without compensation.
And that's going to be during recording or during working on the project, and also after working on the project as well.
Cool deal. And changes to pensions, health benefits. That was definitely something that they were fighting for. So glad to see that they have come to an agreement on that. And performance capture actors. Think Andy Serkis, Gollum, those people. Oh man, Andy Serkis. You can name quite a few.
That's what I just said. Andy Serkis.
Yeah, Andy Serkis. People like him, or actors like him, are also covered within this group, as opposed to it just being implied before. It's made it in black and white that they are officially members of that group and are subject to this coverage. And they're also going to be recognizing 2 additional holidays, MLK Day and Juneteenth. And for projects that require this, intimacy coordinators are going to be employed in scenes involving nudity or stimulated sex.
Simulated. You said stimulated.
I feel like I almost said stimulated, but I sneaked out.
I heard
stimulated. I think you wanted to hear stimulated. Put in the comments. What did you hear?
So, also another agreement revolves around hair and makeup. It's particularly important to me, not because I'm an actor, but just because I'm all about this. So, the principal performers have the opportunity, or because of the new agreement, principal performers have the opportunity to consult regarding any hair and makeup needs that they have. So they get to make sure that the people who are working on their hair and makeup have the appropriate hair, appropriate makeup products and equipment, and that they are qualified to work on their hair and makeup. And if they do not have the correct qualifications, equipment, and products, the performer can be reimbursed for providing their own services. And the performer will be entitled to no less than 2 hours of compensation for having to get their own services. And so, for those of you who do not know, Black people have a difficult time, I can speak because I'm a Black person, and I have a difficult time finding people who can work on my hair. I've gone to several salons, and it's to the point where I no longer let other people work on my hair because they say they can work on your hair. They have no idea what they're doing. And so you go to them.
Which can lead to damaged hair.
Yeah, damaged hair.
Just an uncomfortable time in general.
And then also, a lot of times you feel like you are burdening them. And then that was also stated here that, sometimes some of the hair artists were saying things or making comments about...
people's hair?
Yeah, people's hair, being difficult or taking more time or that sort of thing. And, it does take more time, but you just have to have the right products and you have to prepare beforehand. Like literally when I do my hair, I prepare days in advance if I know what I'm going to do, because you just have to know beforehand. And you just have to have the right products. But all of this is kind of going in line with with the film industry, having more representation and having more people of color, and having more people of color in the movies, trying to have more representation. You need to make sure that you have the correct support for those people. So having makeup that's the right color and having hair cosmetologists who can actually do their hair correctly without damaging it or making them feel bad about it. Also, if you are interested, I would check out The Marvels and watch Teyonah Parris, because her hair in that show movie was nice.
It was nice. Yeah. And there were times in the movie where we were watching a scene.
Yeah.
And we noticed like just different things about her hair. And it was cool to see. Like, it's cool when stuff like that happens where it's like, oh yeah, that's a twist out.
Cause she, like, her hair texture, what her hair looks like is what my hair can do. And that doesn't happen very often. And like, this is a whole thing of representation. Like, I don't see myself a lot of times in other people, especially when like I'm looking for characters to cosplay. I'm looking for like black people that I'm interested in. I don't see any black females that I want to cosplay. And then like I saw Teyonah Parris and it's like, that is my hair. I can cosplay her and I can actually look like her and not have to like do an African interpretation of this character. But anyway, yes, we were watching the movie and we saw twist outs, and then we also, it kind of distracted from the movie a little bit because like she at one point got her hair wet and then I was like, oh man, that sucks, because I know what happens when you get a twist out wet. It's going to be frizzy and puffy. Yeah. Next scene, it was perfectly twisted.
Whoa. I can take the flying aliens and the talking stars, but that twist out looks way too perfect to be realistic. Yeah.
And then like I was watching her twist out from scene to scene, and it's like, wait a second, that twist out is not from the same. It's not the same twist out as that one. Like she retwisted somewhere in there. Maybe there's a machine in the back that can like...
In the back of the spaceship.
The back of the spaceship that like re-dries her hair so that it can be retwisted to a fresh new twist out. Because there were some twist outs that was like, that's an older one, that's a newer one.
What's going on here? Not believable at all.
So I am wondering who was the hair artist on that team. Because they did do a good twist out. Yeah. They just did not do so well with... whatever that is called. Continuity.
But, I mean, that's of the things.
But her hair did look really good.
Just in general, do that. And that's kind of the
continuity, yeah.
Yeah, the continuity thing, especially with hair. It's like, no, you would not be that pristine and prep. And really, you're doing that running in those shoes? Come on now. But I was just going to say that it's an issue, and I'm glad they are resolving it, but I'm also glad these issues are coming up, because that means that we're getting to a place where there is more representation, and these sorts of things are going to come up as you're bringing more people from different backgrounds into the industry. So, good problems to have. Glad that we're solving them, and hate that
people had to go through
it.
Yeah,
but glad we're getting there.
All right, so gaming news announcements.
Tiffany & Co. and Pokemon have joined forces to create a line of jewelry. It's going to be 9 pieces total, ranging from $1,290 to a whopping $29,000. And yes, that $29,000 is for a Pikachu of some shape or form.
It's like a pendant, I think.
Yeah, and I think they have different types, different styles. If you're interested, you can check out Tiffany's website on... Write this down. November 29th, because it's just going to be for 24 hours.
Starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Exactly. That's going to be Tiffany's website. Just for 24 hours.
And I saw the jewelry. I just want the box. I am interested in the jewelry too, but I don't love Pokemon that much that I want to spend over $1,000 on it. Mm-hmm. I just want the little Tiffany box, because it looks like a little Pokeball, but it's like Tiffany blue colored, and
It was a cute box. Because I also saw they had like a box.
Yeah, I didn't want that box.
Okay. Cool. I approve.
All right, so speaking of Blue, Microsoft has turned Bluey into an Xbox Series X for an exclusive giveaway. It is in celebration of the launch of Bluey, the video game, which also has a trailer, but it was released yesterday, November 17th, and it looks like a cute little game. But anyway, they have the Xbox, but there's only one console, and it's going to be given away in a sweepstakes that you can enter by going to Xbox's Twitter page, or X, and retweeting the official Xbox sweepstakes. Sorry, there's too much spit. Post before December 13th. Bluey Xbox. I would love a Bluey Xbox.
Yeah, they need to make more than just one.
Yeah, I know.
Like those would
like,
sell.
Yeah, I would pay. I mean, I don't have money to pay for an Xbox,
But
period.
if we were getting one.
If I were getting one, I would
would
pay
be the
extra for a Bluey one.
Yeah.
Even though
for
from
sure.
what I saw, it looked kind of big, so I don't know where we would put it. But also,
It looked like Bluey.
I
That was a
wouldn't-
crazy thing.
I wouldn't put it away. Like, I would probably
display.
put it on display.
Yeah. Well, if that's not your cup of tea or cup of
Water.
hot chocolate
Oh.
or water.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
water.
You were
No,
going
it's
for
okay.
theme. My bad.
That's fine. I'll edit it out. So if that's not your cup of tea, I'm not going to. Microsoft has created a Willy Wonka themed Xbox with their first ever edible controller. That doesn't work. But it's entirely made of chocolate. The controller, not the Xbox. So the controller is a non-working replica controller that's made completely out of chocolate. But don't worry, you also get a working controller with the deal. And hey, if you want to win this one, it's going to be the same sort of process as the Bluey. You're going to head to Xbox's X. You're going to follow Xbox on X and retweet the official, or re-X, I guess? Retweet or re-X the official Xbox sweepstakes post before December 14th. So for the Willy Wonka, you have until December 14th. For Bluey, you have until December 13th.
I don't
Once
know
again-
that that many people are, like,
What?
trying to get this who are watching us.
Well, hey, we're going to report the news reliably and dependably as best we can, except in those instances where
We're just
Homer's
dead wrong.
still choking Bart.
All right, so game trailers that have come out this last week. Mortal Kombat 1 Season 2 has a trailer. Invasion Season 2 Blood Moon. I did not watch it.
I watched it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's all me.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online has a trailer showing the gameplay from the Endless Archive, which is a unique, never-ending dungeon-like activity. So I think it's one of those where you're just running through and killing everybody. And
Forever.
Yeah, forever. Wasn't there a Star Wars game that did that, Battlefront?
An online version?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this seemed like they were like different monsters, and you go through, you kill them, and you just keep going and killing monsters with you and your team. I don't remember something like that for.
Well, I don't think it was
Star
online,
Wars.
but I thought there was a game where you just ran and killed things because we got it, and I thought it was going to have a story, and it didn't. It was just you running and killing things.
Yeah, that one was online, but you could.
So it's the same thing.
Well, okay, so that one was online, but we don't have online, so I think our version of it was just like you're dropped on a map, and then you fight on that map, and then you go to another map. I guess it sounds kind of similar, but I don't know much about online gaming, so I can't really. I'm not the best person to ask about the differences between that and this. But on paper, yes, it does sound similar. But I guess if you put any sort of game on paper, they all sort of sound similar. Sort of sound similar.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has a trailer for its classic outfits pre-order. You can pre-order the classic outfits before the game comes out. Suicide Kill the Justice League is set to come out or be available February 2nd, 2024.
All right, and for this one, we're heading back to Pandora. Talking about Avatar. Frontiers of Pandora. The Season Pass trailer has dropped. The game is going to be released on December 7th. And
Also you. My bad.
yeah, that's okay. It's all right. Do a little back and forth action. I mean, I'll talk about it. You could say things, though. So, The Walking Dead Destinies has also released an official launch trailer. The game is out now, so right on time for the trailer. But it's out now on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
All the things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, rumor mill.
Oh, yeah.
So, Masters of the Universe, the He-Man movie, was dropped by Netflix. That is not the rumor. It's reportedly because of the cost to make it. The rumor is that the filmmakers for Masters of the Universe are in the talks with Amazon to bring it there. Mm-hmm. So, maybe we could possibly see this Masters of the Universe movie.
Maybe. When does your Amazon Prime run out?
Today.
Hurry up with those talks. Well, there's no official word from the producers, but Steven Yeun, who was in Walking Dead, may be playing Sentry in MC's Thunderbolts. The Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman mentioned in an interview that his good friend Steven is playing Sentry in a movie. Oh. So Yeun was announced as part of the cast back in February, so that's not a rumor. But his role was not made public. Yeun is actually going to be joined in the movie by Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, Sebastian Stan as Winter Soldier, David Harbour as Red Guardian, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, and other kind of used-to-be villains, anti-hero type people.
Also in the rumor mill, the new Wonder Woman game may have live gameplay elements. This information is based on a job posting from Monolith Productions, who is searching for a lead software engineer for gameplay for Wonder Woman, and they wanted a candidate that has experience maintaining a live software product or game. As a frame of reference, Fortnite is a live service game, so they're thinking it might be something like that, where you can get updates live for the game and new villains and that sort of thing. Wonder Woman was originally announced as a single-player open-world game, and they mentioned nothing about having a live element.
Interesting. Well, Pedro Pascal is in talks with the good folks at MCU about possibly playing Richard Reed. I'm sorry, Reed Richard, also known as Mr. Fantastic. Fantastic Four is set to begin filming next year, and the director Matt Shakman also worked on WandaVision and 2 episodes of Game of Thrones.
So, there's talks on the interwebs about this, and I have 2 thoughts as well. John Krasinski did a great job. Like, he looks like Reed Richards. He did a very great job playing him in whatever it was that we last saw him in, where he was playing it in the other universe.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, I remember seeing him, but I don't remember seeing like a movie about him. Was it the Multiverse of Madness?
Maybe it was Multiverse of Madness. It was a Multiverse of Madness.
Okay.
And I think a lot of us were hoping that John Krasinski would continue that role. But then Pedro Pascal, a lot of people are thinking like he doesn't seem to fit that role. And I also was like, I can't see him playing that. But then there was the argument of a lot of people also didn't see him as Joel either, but look at how that turned out.
But
I don't know. I mean, and now I can't unsee him as Joel.
Right.
But
that is what a good actor will do.
I don't know. I would like to see a trailer with Pedro Pascal as Richard Reed. And if that does not work out, let's go ahead and go back to John Krasinski.
We do have John Krasinski in the back pocket, okay? Nobody's going to fault anyone for going to good old Jimbo, to do it again.
Yes.
I'd love that, actually. But I said good actors, but also good casting. Good actors, good casting. Good directors. It's a whole team effort, but like Heath Ledger as Joker.
Yep.
Okay, well, movies that are going to be released this upcoming week. That's going to be November 11th. Nope. November is the 11th month. But November 18th through November 24th. Leo. So that's Leo with Adam Sandler and Bill Burr, the animated Leo, with the turtle and the iguana, not the Indian action thriller that I was researching earlier. So not that Leo. But Leo is coming to Netflix on November 21st.
Wish is coming to theaters November 22nd. That is the Disney film that is celebrating 100 years of animation at Disney.
And coming to Paramount Plus on November 22nd, you can watch Good Burger 2.
Elf is coming to Hulu November 23rd, along with some other Christmas movies.
Jack Frost is, also coming to Hulu November 23rd. Let's keep it going. Well,
this next one is not. But we can switch. The Polar Express is coming to Hulu on November 23rd.
Yes, and this next one's coming to Peacock on November 23rd. Minions: Rise of Gru. So if you're tired of watching all of those Christmas movies that you binge watched, you can get a palate cleanser with Rise of Gru.
So TV shows that are coming out this upcoming week, November 18th to November 24th. My Hero Academia Season 6 Part 2, dubbed, will be coming to Hulu November 20th.
And Squid Games: The Challenge is coming to Netflix on November 22nd.
My Damon is coming to Netflix on November 23rd. It is an animated show that I know very little about, but I saw the preview just now and it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, this has been your weekly dose of nerd news.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll catch you next week for even more nerdiness.
I'm Air Bear.
And I'm Chasen. Thanks for watching.
Clink.
I'm so glad that I wrote it and color-coded it.
Yeah.
So that we have a flow and it's not this awkward, I know I've done this 37 times, but I never know what to say goodbye. Goodbye.